All right, Killer Bees, let's go ahead and get moving and grooving, and that means that we are getting started with some arm circles with high knees. You guys, are you ready for it today? Welcome to the workout. I'm Paula B., your best middle-aged fitness friend, and around here we are all about making peace with your menopausal body by finding a healthy weight and moving in ways that feel like self-love. You can tell already that I feel like today is going to be self-love. You guys, we've got a walking cardio party, which means we're going to do some walking, which means we're going to do some cardio, which means we are going to have some fun. You guys, we are making sure that we are nice and warmed up because today is nonstop. It always is around here. But I want you to know that you should and can and will, hopefully, take today at whatever pace feels best for you. I'm feeling very high energy. Today is my moderate, and I want you to always take today. Here we go. Arm crossers and booty kickers. Take today and every day at a pace that feels moderate for you. You guys, moderate work is the way to lose weight at our age. And in fact, it's the way to stay healthy, get fit, stay fit, and feel your best. Also, today is going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to it so much. Today is different for me. Just so you know, it's been a long time since I've had music in my videos, and yes, today we're listening to some fun beat music. You, my friends, can and should take today either with the beat or off the beat. I want you to know that this is, again, moderate for me, and you should always go at a pace that feels best for you. When in doubt, walk it out. No matter what kind of exercise I'm doing, you can always come back to walking to find your moderate. Let's go ahead and do some welcome to my homes, because welcome to my home, welcome to my sleeping dog. She's not, well, I mean, she's invited to the party, obviously, but she won't necessarily be joining in with the fun. She will very likely sleep through all of it. You guys, when you are warmed up, here's what it looks like. We're going back and forth, like I said, between walking and other low-impact cardio moves. There's absolutely no jumping, absolutely no transitions to the ground, and no repeats today. Oh my gosh, that's what really makes it a party. Am I right? If you are feeling warmed up, tell you what, I am feeling good and I am feeling ready to go. So let's get this party started. Here we go with walking. Low swinging tappers. Back to walking. Dancing X's. Back to walking. Wide open side kicks. And walking. Day breaks. And walking. Punch down tap outs. Hold that core in. And walking. How are you doing? How's your heart rate? We having fun yet? I know I am. Half jacks. And walking. And Papa squats. Walking. Back step elbow swings. Walking. Swimming frogs. Pulling that core, moving at a moderate pace for you, having fun. And here we go with walking. Twisting kicks. Back to walking. Standing up straight and tall, keeping that core in, having so much fun. Skiers. Walking. Double knees. To walking. Pretzel jacks. that core. Great job. And back to walking. Forward hinge arm flappers. And we're walking. Check that you're moving at your moderate pace. Feeling good, having fun. Letter K's. And back to walking. Doing such a good job. Here we go with can-cans. Knee and kick. And walking. Just a couple more exercises. You are doing such a good job. And shooting stars. Hold in that core. Standing up straight and tall. And back to walking. And here we go with ding-dongs. Whee! And we're walking. And here we go with cross back jacks. Oh, golly. Totally just ran into my thing. Oh my gosh, thank goodness we're walking again. I got a little wild with those cross back jacks, you guys. We're bringing this down a little bit. This is our last little bit of walking, and I've got one final thing for us that's a little bit tougher than everything else because, of course, even at the end of a party, I've got a finisher here in just a couple of seconds. We're gonna do super slow side kick jacks. I'm gonna scoot forward so I don't kick anything. We're gonna do hands like jumping jacks and super slow side kicks. Here we go, hands up. Oh, this is balance work. What? After all that fast-paced, high heart rate, low impact, but oh my goodness, perfect amount of intensity. Yes, indeed, we're slowing it down. We're practicing our balance. We're pulling in our core. We're thinking about excellent form. Not too many of these. Oh, you're doing such a great job. And when we are done with this, we will be better than done, my friends. We've got one more on each side. And then we, oh golly, will be finished. What a great, great, great job you did. Let's go ahead and cool this down with some arm circles. Oh my gosh, my friends. That was a really good party. Am I right? I know how to throw a good party. I hope you had as much fun with this one as I did. There is just nothing that gets your day moving and grooving like a great cardio walking party. My friends, here on screen, I am gonna have a longer cool down for you. I know that this one got nice and sweaty today. So on one side of the screen, I've got a nice cool down for you. And on the other side of the screen, I've got everything you need to know about losing weight at 50 and beyond. Let's go ahead and do some arm openers. And then some arm closers. Give yourself a hug and a pat on your, oh my gosh, very sweaty back. Am I right? I know that I am gonna go sit under a fan and cool off some more, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful day. What a great way to start off the month of July, and I will see you again tomorrow. Make sure you subscribe before you go, and I'll see you tomorrow.